weapon for them indeed. I mean, it makes things a lot easier for you offensively when you're knocking down that three ball.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Davis is out there with Hill. Then there's Price. And it's Johnson. And it's Kobe in at the shooting guard position. Johnson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Johnson's got the first points of the night for Los Angeles. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Kings.
Well, they benefited from some very loose play from their opponents that night, Clark.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, there were a lot of turnovers in that game. Some were caused by their good defensive play, but some were just careless. You know, when he scores buckets like that, Kevin, it just shows that he can bring some of that X factor for his team.
Price with the ball.
Danny Green, a nice find by the Spurs as a 3-and-D role player. The Spurs always seem to find those kind of guys. A mid-second round pick was Green. He got waived by the Cavs, spent some time playing abroad. Now he holds the record for three-pointers made in the final.
The Lakers on D. It's a three-point game. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
Price gets to Kobe. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense, and he missed it.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. He feeds it to Joseph. Shoots the three. And there's Green on the assist from Joseph. Green's got 5 minutes.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Price outside. Bryant with him. Now Green defending. Hill sets the screen for Bryant. Joseph with the rebound.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Leonard kicks to Joseph. 6 to shoot. Back to Leonard. From 10 feet out. This one for 3. Green inside the three-point line. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Bryant can't get it to go.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Leonard dishes to Duncan. Outside, Green. Green left side. Passes it to Joseph. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
Price up top. Hill a screen on Green. Pick up by Hill. The drive by Bryant. Another shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
The offense just getting right to the rim. At least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Well, Jordan Hill has battled injuries, but when he's played, he's been pretty effective.
You know, Kevin, last season, around 20 minutes per game he played with the Lakers, and you could argue he should have been playing more. He was very productive in that time on the floor. He's more a banger than a spread four. He's not a great perimeter shooter. So the fit with their spread out system might have limited his playing time.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And he'll try to develop his outside shot to better fit into the Lakers' offense last year, but that's not his strength. What he's best is his ability to use his size and athleticism on the boards and really defensively.
Duncan with the screen for Joseph.
And Hill is one of the best rebounders in the league. He's a quality defender as well, and he can play some center. So if he can stay healthy, he's a guy that could really be a player to watch.
The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Well, how about the numbers for this club? As a team, 79% from the free throw line this year.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
There's no secret that the Lakers were really terrible last year. There's no other way to say it. And everything that could have gone wrong actually did. Murphy's Law on full display.
Now here's Kobe playing Sacramento. He was nearly unstoppable. Johnson for 3. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. 8 points for Johnson. Here's Joseph. For a historical perspective on the Lakers, guys, last year was their worst season since they moved out to L.A. from Minnesota back in 1960.
And they vowed to get back, however. And I believe them. I mean, this isn't a franchise that has a history of being passive when it comes to improvement.
On defense, the Lakers. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. With the ball. The feed to Davis. Right side Davis. Back to Price. 5 to shoot. Johnson wide open. He fired. No good on the 3. San Antonio trailing here. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard. A look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. 5th best, Kobe Bryant.
I'll tell you what, he's been on quite a roll here of late. Just a pure scoring display.
Lakers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Price, the best to Johnson. He kicks it to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. Stolen by Joseph. Off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Los Angeles on D. Left side, Leonard. That's good. Leonard's got his first bucket of the night.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Now let's go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Byron Scott.
Guys, he said basically speed is going to be on full display today. He talked to his players before the game about getting out on the break at every opportunity possible and keeping the pressure on all game long. We'll see, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Johnson outside. Back to Price. Now the dish to Kobe. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 12. That's good on the jump shot.
Such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game.
Well, the Spurs clearly an influential organization. So many individuals who've worked in San Antonio, whether it be as players, assistant coaches, or in the front office, have gone on to leadership roles on other NBA teams. I think that speaks volumes to what that group has been able to do in winning at a high level.
Here's Duncan following the basket by Kobe Bryant. Misses from short range. Here's Price. Pass to Kobe and low to Hill. Nice D from Duncan. San Antonio's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Leonard kicks to Duncan. Outside Leonard. Back to Duncan. It's stolen by Hill. Leonard with the steal to the inside. Can't get it to go. And the Lakers going the other way now. And Kobe, here we go. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 4. Now here's Joseph. 9 points. points last game. Outside, Green. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. Some changes here for the Spurs. Baynes is checked in. And Diaw is sub for Matt Bott. And then for the Lakers, Carlos Boozer's checked in for Davis. Young comes in for Bryant. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Price.
A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but it was marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he or Spurs fans were hoping for.
And a wide open look for Lin. Sinks the three-pointer. Lin's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Spurs trailed by 4. Kicks it to Belinelli. Diaw, the screen. The pass to Joseph. 6 to shoot. This is to Diaw. Feeds to Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Danny Green last season, a dip in his field goal and three-point percentage club.
You know, he hit a slump around the middle of the season, but he finished strong. Still a highly efficient scorer in their offense.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Joseph, that's good.
That's a really great start for him, as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Lin dishes to Boozer, into Johnson. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop. Johnson's got 10 points.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assist.
Here's Belinelli. What a tremendous game he played against New York. He dishes it to Joseph. Pass to Belinelli. Lets it go from deep, and he gets the bucket. Belinelli's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's like a layup for him. It's just wide open out there.
Outside, Lin. Here's Boozer. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
The Lakers winning the amnesty bidding this summer to bring in Carlos Boozer. He had a down season a year ago, but on the final year of his contract, he'll have some extra motivation to bounce back.
And for Carlos Boozer, made by the Bulls as they brought in Pau Gasol, he can help this Lakers team.
Yeah, you know, he certainly bolsters their front line, and as I said, in the contract year, you couldn't ask for a better stage to showcase his game than the bright lights of L.A.
Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for the Lakers. Ellington comes in for Johnson.
It's happened before, and we've seen it happen again. The Spurs were the best team in the West last season and secured the top seed, not only in the West, but throughout the NBA.
Now, here's Joseph, averaging 8 points a game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Outside, Boozer. Young for 3. The rebound by Anderson. Steve, the Spurs adding another banner last season as they finished with the best record in the Western Conference. 38 wins in conference play, helping with that.
Really, it's the fact that with their offense and the discipline they play with, they're going to cause trouble for any team playing any style. I didn't think there was anybody out west that the Spurs fear.
Now, here's Anderson. 9-point game is last night.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Here is Lin. 3-point lead. He feeds it to Young. Boozer a screen on Anderson. And Young, here we go. freed up. Nice work off the pick.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
The Spurs have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. 1:11 left in the first quarter. They set the pick. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got 6 points.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Then the pass to Young. Outside Boozer. And Young, here we go. Clock at 6. Lynn kicks to Boozer. Can't hit from in close. Spurs trailed by 3. Anderson with the ball. And it's Lynn picking him up. Outside, Belinelli. And he gets to go. Belinelli's got his second basket.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lynn dishes to Ellington. Back to Lynn. Tries it from 9. Rebound San Antonio.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Here's Sacre. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup line.
Tie game in San Antonio. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Tune in this Friday night, December 12th. LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trail Blazers take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Let's see early on, guys. They were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight, and they've let it fly from downtown. Taking a look at the Lakers. Kobe at the 3 with Boozer at the 4. Jeremy Lin is out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Sacre in at the 5 spot. Anderson kicks to Duncan. Nails the baby hook. Duncan's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Spurs. The Lakers trail. Then the pass to Kobe. Boozer with the screen for Kobe. Passes to Boozer. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Right side Leonard. Right side Leonard. Into Daye. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. Number 5, the Spurs.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks and baskets. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious.
Lynn kicks to Boozer. And the rebound goes to Duncan. And so it's San Antonio with it. And stolen by Ellington. There's the feed to Lynn. He kicks it to Ellington. Now Kobe. Right now averaging 25 points a game. And Leonard with the block. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Lynn against Anderson. Lynn dishes to Kobe. Pass to Boozer. Ellington kicks to Bryant. Got a piece of it. And And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hill, he's checked in for Sacre. Davis comes in for Carlos Boozer. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Jeremy Lin. And here's Anderson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Belinelli kicks to Leonard. Right side, Leonard. The dish to Belinelli. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. Duncan kicks to Diaw. And he's on the money with his first shot today. And it's a 4-point Spurs lead. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Kobe kicks it to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Bryant got 3 assists tonight.
So they've got to make him earn those things. Play off of him. He's automatic from that distance. These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. 2nd in block, 3rd in shooting percentage. And they're ranked 3rd in outside shooting. 3-point percentage, that is.
And Clark, let's talk about those blocks, because you know what that does when you're a guard and you've got great shot blockers behind you, it allows you to play with more aggressiveness on the perimeter, and that can really disrupt an offense.
Diaw, the screen. And Belinelli kicks to Duncan. And another basket for San Antonio.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Lakers trailed by 3.
Greg Popovich with 15 straight 50-win seasons as head coach of the San Antonio Spurs. What a remarkable streak of success. And I don't really think folks understand what that level of consistency embodies. He's widely regarded as the best head coach in the NBA, and for good reason. He's the full package as a head coach.
Popovich in the top 5 in coaching win percentage all time.
And he's likely to remain in that lofty company. Kevin, he said he plans to follow Tim Duncan into retirement. Not a bad plan. They pretty much came in together, so might as well go out together. Well, Ed Davis, his 5th season out of North Carolina. He's had the battle for minutes both in Toronto and Memphis, but has produced when he's been on the court. An active, athletic big man. He's a player to watch.
And Davis with good mobility for his size. Offensively, Clark, he can run in transition, flash to the basket. At the other end, he's a good help defender.
Yeah, and bit by bit, Kevin, we see him developing his post game as well. He's starting to broaden out that skill set. Still only 25 years old. Come on now. He's got a lot left in his development.
All 3 throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, you know, for the last couple of seasons, we've seen the Lakers really struggle with injuries to their star players, and they've shed a less than flattering light on the team's bench depth. It's forced guys to step into roles that perhaps they aren't quite ready to handle.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, gentlemen, Carlos Boozer had seen his role diminish with the Chicago Bulls last season. He said it was tough. This is a team sport. We all sacrifice for each other. I had to deal with it and be a good teammate. Now with the Lakers, he said, I know I can still play at a high level. My body feels great. I'm excited about the next chapter. Gentlemen, we'll see how it works out.
2-time All-Star and gold medalist Doris. His resume speaks for itself. Thank you. And some feel the Lakers, Steve, failed to really address their bench depth, whether in the draft or free agents.
Well, you know, generally they've had success with broad strokes and acquiring star players over the years, but with the new salary restrictions, it takes away a lot of the advantage that the Lakers have had over the years. So this may be a new era for this franchise in terms of team building.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
And they've needed every one of those rebounds. I think that's what's put them in front here.
Duncan with the screen for Leonard. Second chance shot. Terrific design on the pick clip. He lays it in. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
They're going to find something, right? So timeout.
at the time, Ginobili said that he really did agree with the trade, made him angry. He had a real strong relationship with George Hill and liked his game. I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans felt the same way, but even as Hill remains a heck of a player, the Spurs fans have to be happy. As a matter of fact, they are ecstatic with what Kawhi Leonard has been able to do and what they look like he can do for many years to come.
And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Hill. The pass to Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Price.
Still shooting well from beyond the arc here. And the only way that continues is if they make sure that the shots they get from behind the arc are off of ball movement and player movement and not off the dribble.
And Diaw picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Not much doubt about that over the back call.
Yeah, he was all over his back that time. Looked like he was going for a piggyback ride.
Hill, a screen on Anderson. Johnson outside. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 15.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Out to the right wing. Diaw, the screen. Parker with averaging 16 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Parker left side. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Off his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. Duncan against Hill. Johnson in the corner. From deep. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Parker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Duncan at the elbow. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Duncan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Here's Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Davis has got his second bucket tonight. And San Antonio has possession. Now here's Anderson. Parker outside. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 8 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to Price. In low to Hill. Diaw with the steal. To the middle. Here's Belinelli.
Look out. Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Davis setting the pick for Johnson. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Johnson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Parker outside. Feeds it to Belinelli. Clock at 6. Here's Parker. Duncan, the pass to Parker. Shoots over Kobe. Another miss by Parker.
Just cannot find the rhythm. Still yet to hit a shot this quarter.
Johnson, wide open. He fires. Tries again.
they're showing early on. I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And the fact that they're playing well close to the hoop, finding points in the paint, I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new grouping. Baynes is checked in. Connor comes in for Boris Diaw. Green is checked in for Tony Parker. And it's Joseph in for Belinelli. The Lakers also with the sub. Young's checked in. Price with the steal. Now Young, who picked up 12 points in their last win against Sacramento.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. That was trying to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. He dishes it to Price. Bryant, it's a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. That's 7 points for Kobe Bryant.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Pass to Joseph. He feeds it to Green. Right side, Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, for Tim Duncan and the Spurs, an incredible legacy of dominance. I mean, 17 years in the league. The Spurs have never won less than 61% of their games. Not to mention, of course, 5 finals appearances and 4 NBA championships.
That is good.
Now, you're going to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
Lakers trailed by 5. Passes it to Young. It's tipped. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got his second bucket of the night. And the Spurs have done an amazing job, Clark, over the years surrounding Duncan with the right kind of talent.
And Tim Duncan has done a great job leading and making adjustments in his own game. They're a team with great scouting and development of their players. You talk to players who've been there. That's one of the things they rave about. They get the attention for their individual development. All of their players were not lottery picks. Most of them were mid, late, first-round picks, some second-round guys. It's just another example of doing it the right way at the highest level. Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now, here's Joseph. Guarded by Price. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Well, we all know the Lakers in transition. Ownership passed down to the next generation early 2013. And for the first time in LA, Clark, a bit of uncertainty on that leadership situation.
Yep, a few cracks starting to show their partner, Laker great Magic Johnson, airing his concerns with some of the decision-making. Disharmony, not quite sure of who's going to run things, some injuries as well. Just a lot didn't go the way the Lakers hoped or wanted.
The Lakers making a switch here. Sacre, he's checked in for Davis. Boozer comes in for Johnson. And Ellington's checked in for Kobe. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Ronnie Price. Here's Boozer, and good on the basket. Book it. Boozer's got 6.
And when you look at the Lakers, they say that second-generation businesses have a high failure rate. Well, time will tell if they can continue the remarkable winning streak this team has enjoyed through the years.
Right side, Green. The feed out to Baynes. Here's Joseph. San Antonio again missing. The Lakers trail. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Young, here we go. Anderson with the block. Outside, Lin. There's the pick. He kicks to Young. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession. Honor
for 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And we're through two here and a good one. Lakers ahead, ending the second quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Tony Parker. And Tony, a lot of tough play out there in that first half. How would you describe this game so far?
A lot of intensity, very physical. We played pretty well, but I'm not very happy the way we finished the first half. We had a good lead, and they came back on us, so in the second half we have to do it again.
Tony, thank you so much. Kevin, a guy who's never satisfied.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So second half of basketball.
Well, Wesley Johnson has been great. He has 17 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
I'll tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Matt Bonner is out there with Duncan. And it's Joseph in at the 1. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Leonard. There's a screen. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days in San Diego State.
And for Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defense, but you think, Steve, he can become a go-to offensive player?
Well, he's going to need to, Kevin, when Parker, Ginobili, and Duncan move on. This is going to be Kawhi Leonard's team, and I thought what was interesting was the Spurs gave him more of a burden last year offensively. They started to give him more and more looks isolation-wise down on the block, and he's developed at a beautiful rate. He's coming into his own.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a players' game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
No good on that.
Well, Tim Duncan, when asked about his retirement plans right after the 2013 final, refused to dignify the question with the response. But last season's Spurs run answered loudly enough.
And for Duncan and the Spurs, year after year, people write him off, and Steve, they keep proving him wrong.
It's incredible. I mean, I think I wrote them off 4 years ago, and here they are continuing to just be an elite team in the NBA. And Duncan, one of the big reasons for it. He seems to get better and better, and he loves the game. He continues to stay in great shape and compete. Who knows how long he'll go.
Here's Johnson.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clarkson, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
And Joseph kicks to Leonard. Pass to Joseph. Outside Leonard. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. That's good. Leonard's got 12 points in the game. The Lakers in the lead. And here's Kobe. 9 points in the game so far. Hill is screen on Leonard. Johnson kicks to Bryant. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. San Antonio's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. from 9. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Davis down low. He's covered by Leonard. And Davis can't get it to go.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is the one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin off.
Back to Leonard. Duncan with the screen for Leonard. Now the dish to Joseph. Hits the three-point bomb. Joseph's got 10 points in the game.
You gotta respect him out there. He can hit that shot.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And the Lakers call time here. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Byron Scott coaching his team during the break. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Johnson. The coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. And it's Leonard, top of the key, and taken away by Johnson. Kicks it to Kobe. Here's Davis. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Oh, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Diaw's checked in for Bryant. The Lakers have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night. And that one falls for Davis. The Spurs continue, guys, to be one of the top-tier teams in the league, both offensively and defensively.
Great discipline and efficiency, the continuity of the roster, the stability, and of course, what Pop calls corporate knowledge, just the unity of this roster that has grown over the years.
It's stolen by Hill. And it's Johnson penetrating. Here's Price. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Johnson against Leonard. Johnson dishes to Davis. And Bryant kicks to Hill. Here's Davis. And at last they get one to fall. Davis has got 9.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Yep, ball movement, player movement, generating a lot of easy opportunities for themselves down there.
Leonard attacking. Up and in on the left. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
And for the Spurs, hey, defensively with Duncan and Splitter inside, they got the size to protect the paint. Leonard, their wing stopper, is terrific and can guard any position on the wing. They use their length to contest shots late and avoid cheap fouls. And the other thing you like about them is they didn't give up a lot of free throws last season.
Johnson, the pass to Price. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Hill. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard attacking. And that one goes in as he was fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, the Spurs were just terrific offensively. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA 3 of the last 4 seasons. And I think probably the best passing team as well. They really move the ball and get great movement in their offense.
And the Spurs making a change here. Belinelli's checked in. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Boris Diaw was more aggressive looking for his offense last season, and he's got a lot of it. I thought he shot the ball extremely well. Excellent percentages both from the field, 2-point range, and long range.
Here's Kobe. Rebound San Antonio. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Here's Joseph, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And joined Diaw last season, averaging around 9 points a game. That represented a major uptick in his score.
Yeah, and it's really not about his scoring either, as you know, Kevin. I mean, he's a guy who can beat you in a lot of different ways. Terrific passer, perfect in that San Antonio offense because of his ability to see the floor and pick the defense apart.
The Spurs have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Looking at the game for Joseph, he's got 11 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
San Antonio making a switch here. Anderson's checked in.
Lakers might have sunk to the bottom of the Western Conference last season, but they still put up a pretty good fight against a lot of Western Conference teams.
There's Belinelli. He's got 11. Off the screen. No good off the pick.
Well, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
And that one's good. 14 points for Kobe Bryant.
You know, one thing this Lakers group last year always played with was pride. And that should be a given, but that's not always the case. Sure, it was a down year, but they weren't just going to pack it up and give up at their bitter rivals.
Duncan kicks to Belinelli. Back to Duncan. Wide open. Connects the jumper drop. Duncan's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Those are warm-up jumpers when there's not a hand in his face. He'll knock those down all day.
And that was a silver lining for the Lakers. They did manage to save some face with tough performances.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, last year was a lost cause for them. Between the injuries and everything, I mean, you can never count the Lakers down for too long in the West. And I think they'll be back. But boy, last year was tough.
There's the pick. For the lead. Rebounded by the Lakers.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Bryant dishes to Johnson. Outside, Kobe. Now the pass to Hill. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Folks, let's use this break to see who's leading the league in blocks. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Fifth is Tim Duncan.
Now, there aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him put up a big number in that column.
Here's Belinelli. He's got 11. Diaw, the screen. Here's Joseph. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Joseph's got 6 points in the quarter.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Hill, a screen on Anderson. Hill sets the screen for Johnson. Pick up by Hill. Price kicks to Johnson. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Hill passes to Davis. Outside, Kobe. Price outside. Dishes to Johnson. To stop the drought. And the shot is good. Johnson's got 22. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Baynes is checked in, and Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Anderson. Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Joseph with the ball. He's got 13. And he uses the glass on the layup. Joseph's got 8 points here in this quarter. Here's Lynn. Feeds it to Young. Boozer with the screen for Young. Right wing. Sacre dishes to Lynn. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Young. Shoots a fader. Tries again, but they recover it.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
Lynn kicks to Boozer. The kick out to Young. Another miss by Young.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Pass to Leonard. They set the screen. He dishes it to Joseph. The tray. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Over to the wing. Ellington the pass to Lynn. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
No, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Lakers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort to the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I love their hustle because they're getting a lot of second chance opportunities just as a result of playing hard.
Rebound by Carlos Boozer. The Lakers in the lead. Fast break. The Lakers. Sacre's shot is off.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
Fast break. The Lakers. Young's running. And that is good. Young's got 9.
Defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Leonard attacking the 15-footer, and that one's good. Leonard's been loving here in this quarter alone.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
He set the pick. Here's Lynn. And Baynes pulls it down. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
That's what I do. Make sure you get a couple of shots here to close this quarter.
Passes it to Belinelli. Now the feed to Leonard. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. For the game, shooting 5 of 7 at the line.
Well, pretty average numbers for him from the foul line, shooting about 75%.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Matt Bonner, he's checked in for San Antonio. Leonard hits them both. The Lakers trail. Outside, Lynn. Boozer a screen on Leonard. Young dishes to Sacre. Outside, Lynn. Right side, Boozer. Shot clock at 5. A baseline jam. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. That's a 2 from Belinelli. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs lead by 1.
Tune in next Wednesday night, December 17th. Paul Millsap and the Atlanta Hawks take on LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Big-time hoops coming your way.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
Lakers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We got Robert Sacre. Young is out there with Carlos Boozer. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Lynn in at the point guard position.
Jeremy Lin really an attack guard. Quick and aggressive, always looking to penetrate, get into the paint.
And Lynn has really become an explosive athlete. He's put in a lot of work during the offseason to develop his strength and acceleration. On a different level now than when he entered the league out of Harvard, for sure.
The Lakers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Leonard against Land. Leonard attacking, and he lays it straight in. Leonard's got 15 points here in the second half. And for Lynn, like a lot of slashers, Steve, turnovers have been an issue.
Yeah, that aggressiveness can work against him where sometimes he over-penetrates. He's watching a lot of film, trying to learn that balance of when to pass and when to take it all the way to the rim.
And Young kicks to Lynn. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Young. From deep three-point range. A rebound by the Spurs.
Very little success for him behind the arc. One three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. Their teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Then the pass to Young. The 11-footer. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
There's always a lot of nicknames in the NBA. I loved what became of Nick Young last year in L.A. All of a sudden, he dubbed himself Swaggy P, and it caught on. It seemed like the whole league kind of loved watching him play and referring to him by that nickname.
Nick Swaggy Young, they call him. Swaggy P, never swaggier than last season. The top scoring rate of his career and some of the best efficiency as well. He has some huge nights.
Jordan Hill is checked in for the Lakers. Davis comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Young, a good ball handler. He can get his shot whenever he wants.
And that's awful, Kevin. Don't expect a lot of assists from him. He's a guy who, when he touches the ball, it's going up.
Johnson against Leonard. And the wide-open shot from Green. Buries it from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Davis setting the pick for Johnson. Count it from 12. Johnson's got 24. Spurs leading by 3. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Outside, Green. Nobody near Leonard. And it's San Antonio with another.
They've built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
Well, he's been splashing everything today.
Lynn dishes to Hill. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. The Spurs have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Leonard against Johnson. Leonard attacking. Green kicks the bottom. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
This has really become an intense ball game ever since halftime.
Boy, the effort from both teams here, Steve, is terrific.
Then the pass to Davis. And to Johnson. Whoops, they pick off the pass. From 13, and it's Green missing. Lakers trailed by 5. Outside, Lynn. Hill sets the screen for Lynn. Green with the block, and he gets it back. From outside the arc, here's Davis. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Johnson against Leonard. Bonner dishes to Baynes. Spurs working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Leonard attacking. It's stolen give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I'd say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
It's stolen by Davis. Young, right side. Into Johnson. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Belinelli gets the bucket. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
Now here's Lynn. He kicks it to Johnson. Davis setting the pick for Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson left side. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Spurs leading by 5. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. Young up top. Belinelli is covering. Johnson kicks to Lynn. Pass to Hill. Lynn sets the pick for Hill. On the wing, Johnson. Guarded by Green. Fires for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. The Spurs have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Leonard has been playing really well. He's got 27 points, and he's tallied 7 points at the line. Very nice total.
Yeah, the coach will be very happy with his production and his aggressiveness today, that's for sure.
Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Corey Joseph comes in for Marco Belinelli. The Lakers also changing it up. Bryant comes in for Young, and it's Price in for Jeremy Lin.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Here's Johnson, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. That's 28 points for Johnson.
You know, it's really going to be all about hard work from this point on. They worked hard to create that high-quality shot right there.
Yeah, and that's their goal down the stretch. Continue to find those close-range shots.
Duncan with a screen on Price, and Leonard has it in the corner. The dish to Joseph. Duncan, the pass to Bob. Kicks it to Joseph. Dishes it to Leonard. Tries again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, for Tim Duncan with age, the Spurs have looked to reduce his minutes a little bit in the regular season. But when he's on the court, he remains as efficient as ever.
And Duncan last season averaging close to a double-double in less than 30 minutes a game, as dominant on the glass as ever, Tim Duncan.
And you take a look at Tim Duncan's rebounding streak, moving into the top 5 in career double-double.
Yeah, he just passed Karl Malone and the great Bill Russell. So Duncan just continues this late career renaissance. His play has just been spectacular the last few years.
And Bryant wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
And not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important. And it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now.
Outside for Davis. And the pass to Price. Back to Kobe. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Price has got 6 assists here tonight.
I like the way that he has really stayed aggressive from that three-point line after not making a single one before the halftime.
Duncan with the screen for Joseph. In low to Duncan. It's stolen by Hill. And here's the fast break. Price leading the way. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Yeah, I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I'd say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
And Davis sends it back. And it's the Lakers on the break. Price Price with the ball. Picked up by Joseph to take the lead. And there's Price. That's good on the assist by Bryant. And the Lakers lead by 1.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying to his team. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make a simple play. Kevin?
Over in the corner, Green feeds to Buck. Shot clock at 3. Leonard attempting. Shot is off. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 10-2 run here. Johnson outside. To the left wing. Outside, Kobe. Shoots. Off the left rim and out. San Antonio trailing here. Joseph dishes to Duncan. Over to the wing. Now here's Joseph. T right on him. That's good. And that's now 33 points for Kawhi Leonard.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. We have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
And Joseph kicks to Green. Kobe comes with the double team. Green passes to Joseph. The three-pointer no good. Los Angeles has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Left side, Bryant. Takes a shot at the elbow. Again, the miss by Bryant. San Antonio leading. And here is Green. Leonard up the way. To the paint. It's tipped. And that's on time. San Antonio will retain possession. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Whoa, no. Listen to that.
That shot eliciting a roar from his gigantic
That was huge, guys. Absolutely huge.
Price kicks to Johnson. It's Kobe Bryant on the wing. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Joseph. Bryant comes with the double team. The Spurs need to get a shot off it. Off target with his 3. And Los Angeles guys shooting here in the fourth quarter around 41%. The 3 that doesn't go in either for Kobe.
Man, I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, it's basically gone AWOL.
Leonard with the ball. It's Johnson picking him up. Leonard against Johnson. That's a floater go. Leonard no luck. Here comes Kobe.
Boy, a 3 here would be huge.
Yeah, a chance to tie it up and make it even with the game on the line.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but the foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
And here's Bryant for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
This is incredible. incredible. It's been a three-point barrage since halftime.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, it has been impressive.
And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. When it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank